Hey, what's up? Welcome to this lesson in which we are going to look for themes for our tarot. Let's make a Google image search. Here I've typed funny and funny things. That way we'll see images that people find funny, because we are trying to make the arcana look funny, right? As I said, we'll give a comic twist to the tarot. When choosing the theme for our cards, we can choose anything. We can choose serious and profound things or funny and simple stuff. In this case, we've selected the funny things. As you can notice, the most repeated patterns are babies or animals, especially kittens. These are the things we find funnier. We can also find food, love, or body organs, for example. As you can see, we can start our brainstorming with the main ideas thanks to the images. Later on, we are going to make a list in a paper sheet or, as in my case, in Photoshop. And we are going to write down those things that we find funny or other stuff that comes to our mind. So guys, anything you've seen in your search can be useful when drawing your character or theme for the tarot cards. So, use every idea you get. Great! In this white canvas, we are going to write down a list of ideas for the possible theme that we could choose for our tarot cards. So, we're going to note down those things that we might have come up with from the images and those that attracted our attention or even things that come to our mind. Anything is possible. After that, we are going to select the one we like the most. I recommend that you write every idea at first, even if they look ridiculous or they don't fit in well. Because remember that we are going to do a selection afterwards. So, the more ideas you have, the better, since it's easier to get more ideas from the brainstorming. In case you don't know what brainstorming is, it consists of drawing or writing anything that comes to our minds. It is ideas that we can use to create a project. That way, we don't choose the first thing that we think of, but instead we do an exhaustive selection about a lot of themes that we can use. For artists, brainstorming is very enriching. And for designers, it's even more useful, especially when creating sketches of characters or scenarios. Anything you are going to use. In this case, we are only using words, but it will be of great help anyways. As you can notice, when one idea came from another one. For example, we saw human organs in the research, so this brought us to write brain. Then, from brain, we came up with emotions, and so on. In the same way as we saw before, couples made us think of love or breakups. Robots can make us think of monsters. Food can evoke other stuff like ice cream, or animals to cats or vice versa. Well, now I'm going to take and read those ideas I find more interesting. That way, we'll make an accurate selection of the most interesting things. So once I've selected them, what we are going to do is comparing them. For example, we can compare food with cats. I'm going to cross out the one I like the least. Then babies with aliens. And I leave the one I prefer. So we are going to compare every idea we selected, and then at the end, we're going to pick just one. In this case, cats are the option I chose. So this is the theme we are going to use for creating our own arcana. Great, so guys, now that you have the main idea clear enough, you can draw your own arcana. What we are going to do now is analyze the graphic style of the Tarot of Marseille, and after that we are going to adapt our funny drawings to a similar style. Hope that you've enjoyed this lesson and see you in the next one.